few days ago, I did a video on the atrocities of Matawale, the former governor of Zamfara State, and the present Minister of State for Defense under the administration of Bola Tinubu. Many of you thought I was foolish. Many of you called me names, say I was this and that and all those nonsense. But it's not your fault. It's because you have been under bondage for a long time. And you have come to a stage where you come to love your bondage. You come to love your chains. And so I'm not bothered. But you see, the ignorance you are living in will destroy you quickly. It is foolishness for anyone at this time not to have an understanding of what is happening in Nigeria. You will perish and you perish quickly. You see, I am not the kind of man of God that just look at evil prevailing because of the fear of death, the fear of being arrested, the fear of being persecuted. I close my eyes and behave as if I don't see. No. Like I've always said, either we say the truth, we will die. Or if we don't say the truth, we will die. It is better we die in the truth, knowing that we die for the just cause. Because death will definitely come to us all. And for whatever platform God has given you, you must use it efficiently for the sake of the kingdom of God and for the betterment of the people of Nigeria. Now, later, just 2 days ago, I found out that video, the video I posted with that my post, the video of Malam Murtala Bello, that was the Islamic cleric that was exposing the atrocities of Matawale, all his involvement with the banditry, the sponsoring of banditry and all those. I found out that video was removed, was taken away from my phone. I've looked for it everywhere. I cannot find that video. Because even if I delete it, it will stay 30 days on my phone before it is finally deleted. There's a place where I can always restore every deleted item. And I checked everywhere. I've searched everywhere for only that video, only that video. It means he has paid some IT gurus who were able to do their magic to pull out that video from online. But you see, it has already done. I've already done what I want to do with it. I've exposed him, and also the video is on my previous video. If you have not seen that previous video, go and watch it. Now, also, there's a new video that I'm going to play for you now. It's in Hausa, but because it's in Hausa, many of you will not understand. And it is a revelation by a man that served as an SSA under Matawale's government. He was an SSA to Matawale, and every transaction, all their dealings with the bandits, the man has it there. And for many of you that don't understand why the video is playing here, I'll tell you everything because I understand Hausa, and I'm going to tell you everything that the man is saying. And he's ready to testify in court. Should Matawale want to take either Murtala, should Matawale decide to take Mala Murtala Bello or anybody to court, that he's ready to stand as a witness in the court. His name is Musa Mohammed Kamara, an SSA. He showed his appointment letter, stating that this is his appointment letter, that he was appointed as an SSA to Matawale during his 8 years period as governor of Zamfara State. He was an SSA to the government. He also showed his appointment letter. He said he saw a video of the allegations of Malam Murtala Bello on Matawale Bello, the former governor of Zamfara State, who is now the present Minister of State for Defense, and that he is here to state categorically that everything stated in that video is the truth and nothing but the truth. He said that it was on the order, that everything they did, that they were the one doing it. They were the errand boys that were acting on the order of Matawale to deal with the bandits. They were the one buying cars for them. He said that they bought cars, not just car, they bought cars. He stated clearly that they bought cars for Kachala Alilu. They bought cars for Bello Turchi. They also bought cars for Ado Alero. They were the one doing the work because they were acting on the capacity as SSA on the order of the governor. They were the one buying it and giving. So this is not this is not information from somebody that is reporting from somebody. They say no. He's stating categorically that they were the one doing the job for Matawale. So it is foolish of anybody to come out and deny it. He also said that he was the one that gave the contract to distribute Dusa. Many of you might not know what Dusa is. Dusa is a shaft from corn. The shaft from corn, they also use it to feed an animal. They also use it to make mix with their tuwo that they eat, and also they also use it to make animal feed. But that they bought Dusa, he was the one that collected the contract of Dusa. And he brought this bank statement. This is bank statement. He's showing the bank statement. You might not go through that video. You see, he's showing the bank statement for the Dusa that was bought, and he said he was the one that distributed to every bandit in the 14 local government of Zamfara State, each costing at the rate of 33 million, all together 42 million naira. 42 million naira to distribute Dusa to every bandit in Dusa, which means witchcraft, to every bandit in the 14 local government of Zamfara State. 28 bags altogether is shared to them. He also talked about that when they called Adualero, the man they called with 500 rifles, that it was Matawale that sent, they shot the guy in the leg, and when they took him to Abuja, that it was Matawale that ordered Dr. Bashir Maro, one of his boys, he ordered Dr. Bashir Maro to go and release him on his order. This is a man that is serving as a Minister of State for Defense under Tinubu. He said he also talked about that they bought house for Bello Turji. That the house, in fact, that he was the one that facilitated that he was the one that facilitated the transaction that transaction. That he was the one that facilitated the transaction they facilitated the transaction to buy a house. That the house was an uncompleted building they bought. They bought the house as an uncompleted building, completed it for Bello Turji, the kingpin, the terrorists, the kingpins of banditry. It's the state that has spread almost every part of the country now. Now, instead coming out to deny all these things is an insult to his intelligence. It's a dumb piece. It means they're playing on the intelligence. But for Matawale to come out and deny this is an insult to their intelligence because they were the ones that were acting on his order to carry out all those things. He also talked about that, in fact, that Malam Murtala Bello did not even mention some things. That some things that Malam Murtala, there are a lot of things he even missed out. He said, for example, that they were the ones that facilitated the buying of stolen cows. Because it's obviously this Bello Truji, this Adwalero, Kachala Alilu, Kachala Turji, all of them, they were also involved in cow rustling. They were also cows, that the stolen cows that they were bought to share to people in Zamfara State during the Salah period, that he was the one that was giving. He was given the sum of 88 million naira. And he went and bought the stolen cows from all these bandits. The cow that they stole, he was the one that he bought from Kachala Alilu, he bought from Bello Turji, he bought from every one of them at the rate of 140,000 naira for one. But they were given, the calculation they were given was at the rate of 150,000. So that the 10,000 on top of it was for transportation. That he was the one that went around, bought from all these terrorists, stolen cows that were stolen, they bought from all these terrorists to share. At the rate of 140,000, but they were given 150,000, so the 10,000 on top of it were for transportation of each cow. He was the one that facilitated it. How do you say such a man is innocent? I'm calling on the US. President Donald Trump, designate this man a terrorist. Designate Bello Matawale, the present minister of state for defense in Nigeria under President Tinubu's government, a terrorist. Designate him a terrorist. Because he cannot commit all these atrocities and today behave as if he's innocent. But if you think this is not it, I'm also sharing the video of the present Zamfara State governor. The present Zamfara State governor spoke about these things, about all these allegations. I'm playing this video now. Please listen by yourself with your own ears. Don't be ignorant. I've always said, don't be an ignorant fellow in your nation. Don't be an ignorant Nigerian. You have been subjugated for so long. It is an abnormality for you to remain in your ignorance at this time. I'm doing this at the job of my life, and I don't care. As far as the people come to understand what is happening, the knowledge, and they are liberated from these shackles, this confusion, this evil in Nigeria. Listen to the governor of Zamfara State now.
There were a lot of issues in the past with my predecessor. In fact, let me say this very categorical. If I were him, I would resign and face all the allegations against him. And that would have been more honorable because from all the information we're getting, my predecessor was fully involved in some of these banditry issues. Typical is the fact that that was a permanent secretary when his children were abducted. And it was unfortunate that he had to pay ransom through the government house. And it was also very clear based on all the allegations that bandits were being kept at government house. There are so many issues. So
now, I'm sure you've listened to it. You've listened to what the present governor of Zamfara State stated there. Is it not logical for President Tinubu to step the man down, to relinquish him of his appointment, to make him stop that and go through the interrogation process? They are still there playing around because he needs him for the election. Such man, Bello Matawale, I say it again, is a terrorist financier, a terrorist sympathizer, a banditry facilitator, the man that supports banditry, and he should be designated as a terrorist. I call on President Donald Trump, Rep. Relly, and the government of the United States. Take note of this man. Bello Matawale, the present Minister of State for Defense in Nigeria, is a terrorist facilitator, a terrorist sympathizer, and a sponsor. Such a man, sponsoring banditry that has claimed lives of many, destroyed lives and property, is serving under this government today, at this time. We cannot continue to watch while evil prevail because we are afraid of dying. We are afraid of being killed or being jailed. Either alive or in prison, we will speak the truth to power. We will speak the truth to power and we will not be cajoled, not by the government, not by anybody. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. I'm calling on President Donald Trump or the United States government. Take note of this individual. Let him be arrested. Let him step down. Let him be interrogated. Designate him as a terrorist. Such a person does not deserve to hold any appointment in this nation. Then for the fellow Nigerians, if you like, think I'm being foolish again. Think Come over, the data boys come and attack me again. There is no problem. We will continue to speak the truth to power, regardless of whose house is God.
Welcome everybody. Happy Saturday. This is not going to be a very long video. I just want to quickly bring some videos here. So here is the same guy he was talking about. He's speaking. So you guys don't understand Hausa, so I would have played it. None of us here, and I won't be able to interpret to you guys. Okay. So we're going to go down these videos really quickly. In the video up here, this guy is giving tips in the event because he's being a victim of kidnapping. So he's giving, I don't know if I'm going to play that tip. But
people, fellow Nigerians, how many of you they follow this Senate screening of Tinubu's ambassadors of particular concern? You know, say we don't talk and say the 10th National Assembly will go down as the most unproductive and useless National Assembly in the history of Parliament. And they know they argue and they know they contest them. They know that they are a shameless bunch of people and they are useless and unproductive to Nigerians. They don't even want to make anybody drag that position with them. But unfortunately, beyond being useless and unproductive, my dear people, this current National Assembly is a danger and a threat to Nigeria's democracy, because in a democracy, the National Assembly is the symbol of every democracy. The institution will get power for oversight and for checks and balances. So the question to Nigerians could be, say, Nigerians, are this truly the best we have in Nigeria to represent and to speak on behalf of all of us, more than 200 million people? Nigerians, really, that is, if another election comes, you will allow this crop of people to go back and continue to mismanage and misgovern the lives of 200 million people. Is this the best we have to offer from top to bottom? Shame on you, 10th National Assembly. Shame on you, bunch of lawbreakers and extinguished. They call themselves distinguished. Senate confirmation process for ambassador take 2 years to be able to appoint after pressure from the US president. What a shame and a tragedy. Ori buruku leshe. And that is why today, with all of the shenanigans and the rubbish where a lot of lawmakers they do, there are certain persons where the actions of some lawmakers should not be overlooked, and people should be weary about how our leaders themselves. I'm not blaming any Nigerian where go they talk, say anybody will be activist or where they talk for better Nigeria, they did there for waiting they go fit gain or to get money for their own pocket. Because if you truly look at everybody where they talk as freedom fighter today for Nigeria, everybody where they spoil this country as a politician, they were once freedom fighters. Look at the conduct of a person like Senator Adams Aliu Oshomole. Senator Oshomole na person where people supposed to even be careful of. When it come to time to condemn insecurity, to talk about this, talk about that, you go hear Senator Oshomole go they shout, they shout, they sweat for in khaki and in coat, like say he really mean well. But when he reach the time to implement and to stand for the right thing to be done, the same senator will become the spokesperson for the wrong side. Look at the confirmation of Reno Omokri. Now Oshomole now they tell that they do drama himself and Senator Ndume. You go think say maybe get with. By the time I was this, those who were not governors should not talk. When I was this, what were you doing? Look at all of that drama at the end. Waiting happen. Now Senator Oshomole becomes spokesperson for Reno Omokri. This young man have shown uncommon courage to know that he can change position when he sees the truth, and when, in fact, Oshomole become SSA to Reno Omokri. Shame on you, Nigerian politicians and lawmakers. The truth remains, say, Omokri go have to explain to the world, and once he go whatever country they send him to, he must remember to inform them, say the president will send him come here as ambassador, now non-drug lord where him don't go do investigation to confirm according to him that the person we appoint him is a non-drug lord. As far as that question is still hanging and he never come return or to give any counter evidence, it is one of two things. Make the president tell us whether the appointment was to confirm that it is true and they cover them up, or it is a lie. It is up to you people. Shame on all of you. The same Senator Oshomole, they carry later come after Tinubu don't send military to go restore the constitutional order for Benin Republic. Meanwhile, terrorists December for in country, and the constitution is clear, say if the president no go seek Senate approval before sending, it must be because the national security of the country was under threat. Without threat, Tinubu moved military to another foreign country, then send letter to them. Other senators were trying to question and say, let us debate the legality of the You hear Senator Seraki Dixon. Akpabio say, no, 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 there is no need for debate. It is concluded. Now, the same Oshomole get up. You can hear him in the video. He said it is a foregone conclusion. It is already cast in concrete. And once it is laid down, it cannot be taken up again. The same Oshomole, the same former NLC president, the same Oshomole wey go dey run in mouth, all of them sounding very flippant and garrulous. You go think say they mean well for the country. Meanwhile, they are the ones where they sustain the mandate upon which they shall collapse. Shame on you, Nigerian politicians. Ori buruku leshe. May no country have the mission of having charlatans like this, making laws for them and misruling or misgoverning their lives. Nigerians, is this truly the best we have to offer ourselves? Make we sit down and think because they have nothing to lose. We did more than 200 million people where we did get everything to lose. We will continue to permit this. Now the way you stand, night cameraman go snap you. Enough will become enough once a majority say enough. But until then, we go continue in this Uriburuku, 10th Assembly of Uriburuku, Money Point National Assembly, the most unproductive in the history of National Assembly. Congratulations on your confirmation of ambassadors of particular concern. Shame on you. May Nigerians wake up and may Nigeria prevail. My name is Peter for Nigeria.
Okay, your tax is coming up, so you might as well listen to it. Guys, please, as you come in, kindly double tap your screen device to like the show, or click on the three dots to like.
Sovereign states. Every sovereign state has its own interests, and they pursue their interests, not yours. When they come to the table, they are not coming to the table to discuss how your interest will be served. It might look like your interest will be served, but eventually it's their interest that's going to be served. If I have access to your entire financial dealings, everything you do with your money, everywhere you go, and bear in mind, this current tax regime that we're going into is an identity-based tax system. It's not just, we're going to be taking a percentage of your money. No, your identity is following it. So you're having a full identity-based taxation system, and then you're going into collaboration with another sovereign state. That is giving me unfettered access to your financial dealings, where you go to, everything you do. And that is sovereign data. No foreign power hands over their sovereign data to another sovereign power in the name of an MOU or collaboration, whatever you want to call it. And these are the concerns that we have had right from inception on this tax conversation. We looked at from 2024, where a certain foreign national met with Mr. President and then said that we should have an identity-based tax system, and he began working very actively towards it. He started consulting for the government in that regard. We can see him several times meeting with our own very Taiwo Oyedele, who's been working on our tax systems. And I mean, right from then till now, look at the National Assembly. Many of the bills that have been quoted at the National Assembly have been on identity, having an identity management forum, identity management commission, and all of that. And you're looking at a merger between the BVN, the NIN, everything is headed towards somewhere. And at the end of it all, 1 month to implementation, we see that the government begins to sign an MOU with another sovereign state. It calls for concern.
Okay, so you guys are going to be taxed to help the French out, all right? Because the French are battling seriously in their country. So that's what's happening. Kenny, welcome. Thank you very much, Kenny. Welcome. Happy Saturday to you. Solo Nose, or whatever your name is called. So what do you have to say about, I thought Tinubu said that you and the Fulani people, you are one. So I don't understand. You and the Fulani people, you are one. And majority, a lot of Yoruba people are actually becoming Muslims now more than ever. Are you aware of that? Do you understand? So to solidify their identity, right? I'm talking about the ones that know what's up. I think that, it'll be better because you guys want Sharia, right? your Yoruba Muslims and the Fulani, because your brother, who happens to be the president now, has said that you guys are one. You and the Fulanis are one. So you guys are the ones causing the problem. So Nigeria will be better off without you people, to be honest. So it's better. So you guys can go and practice your Sharia and your Hizbah in peace. And leave those of us that want to live in sane society alone. Just so that you do not twist history, because you are trying to rewrite history in real time. That's what I'm telling you. Because it's very easy for you to throw Biafra around. Very easy. Very, very easy. You're quick with it. But the same people are the ones that have been shining the truth on this matter for a very long time. And because of envy and jealousy, you cannot, you are struggling. You don't want to accept it. So let's a bit of history for you there, just in case you are living in the here we go. I don't even know say na this studio this video they come up. You see, can any Yoruba Muslim following me please identify these bastards? Yoruba Muslim cleric, solo nurse, whatever your name is, declares Boko Haram are good people fighting Islamic battles for Allah and Muhammad. So you see that you people are the problem of the country. You people need to go your way. It's okay. We believe in, we are liberal people. You people should enjoy yourselves with your Sharia and Hizbah. Let's listen to this video.
Àtẹ̀ní gbogbo àwa tá a wà ń bí àwọn Boko Haram wọ́n ti ń bẹ síwájú ká tó dáyé. Innama yakhsha Allaha min ibadihi al-ulama. Innama Boko Haram. Àwọn tí jẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀. Òun náà ni àwọn ẹni Ọlọ́run, àwọn ẹni rere. Innama yakhsha Allaha min ibadihi al-ulama. Àwọn ní jẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀. Innama yakhsha Allah. Tí wọ́n ti ń bẹ tipẹ́tipẹ́. Àtẹ̀ní gbogbo àwa tá a wà ń bí àwọn Boko Haram wọ́n ti ń bẹ síwájú ká tó dáyé. Innama yakhsha Allaha min ibadihi al-ulama. يخشى الله من عباده العلماء. Ọlọ́run láwọn tá a wí wọ̀nyí. Àwọn àfáà tòótọ́. Àwọn tí wọ́n ń tijú èmi Ọlọ́run. Àwọn tí wọ́n ń bẹ̀rù èmi Ọlọ́run. Àwọn tí wọ́n ń pa òfin èmi Ọlọ́run ọba wọn mọ́. Àwọn tó ṣe pé bẹ́ẹ̀ mi náà ń bá ń rí wọn láàrin ará ayé, àwọn lèmi gan ń wò mára ayé láàrin òde ń káwọn kúrò láyé. Innama yakhsha Allaha min ibadihi al-ulama.
àwọn tí wọ́n dúró níbi orúkọ búùkù ìwé kíkà haramu ni. kí ló dé wọ́n wí bẹ́ẹ̀. ìwé kíkà òun ni òun máa kọ ẹ̀yin mùsùlùmí òdodo sí gbogbo nǹkan tí Ọlọ́run ọba kọ ojú mùsùlùmí sí.
ẹ̀yin tẹ̀lé mọ́gbọ̀n bí ẹ rí fídíò tẹ̀wò tó ń sìn ó dá pẹ̀lú fídíò yẹn ẹ gbọ́ látẹnu àwọn àfáà yẹn fúnra wọn pé láti sọ fún yín ti pẹ́ pé àwọn àfáà yìí ni wọ́n ṣiṣẹ́ fún bandit àwọn Fúlàní gbogbo àwọn Boko Haram ISIS ISWAP yẹn wọ́n jọ ń ṣiṣẹ́ hand to hand ọwọ́ sọ́wọ́ ni ẹ rí pé ní bí ẹnujọ́ mélòó kan ìmọ̀ọ́mù Ògbómọ̀ṣọ́ àti ìmọ̀ọ́mù Ìwó ìyẹn Onígbẹ̀lẹ́nu Mufti àti Rashidi Ìwó àti arákùnrin wọn tá à ń pè ní Adébáyọ̀ Ṣítù wọ́n gbé Gumi wá sí Ìbàdàn lára àwọn kan tá à ń sọ fún yín nìyẹn wọ́n lè fi rí lára wọn kan sìn tó sọ pé àwọn Boko Haram ẹni rere ni wọ́n sọ ẹ jẹ́ àlọ́ ẹlòmíì ọ̀rọ̀ tó bá mọ Quran àbàdí tí wọ́n á ní ó tí o àwọn tó ń pààyàn yẹn wọn di aná Muslim wọn ṣe Muslim má dá wọn lóhùn kí ni ànábì sọ ẹ jẹ́ agbẹ́yìn débẹ̀ nínú Sahih Muslim 22 ànábì ní àlá ti pa òun láṣẹ kóun máa bá àwọn èèyàn jà kóun máa pa àwọn èèyàn títí tí wọ́n fi sọ pé la ilaha illallah tí wọ́n fi gbà fún Allah nínú Sahih Muslim 22 bákan náà Sahih Muslim 21c Muhammadu sọ kankan náà ó ní kóun máa bá àwọn èèyàn jà tí wọ́n fi gbà Sahih Muslim 21a bákan náà ó lẹ́wọ̀n Allah ti pa òun láṣẹ kóun máa bá àwọn èèyàn jà Sahih Muslim 20 bákan náà Sahih Muslim 19c bákan náà ó ní gbogbo tóun bá lọ agbègbè ó lọ́wọ́n tó wà lẹ́wọ̀n lẹ́sìn wọn lẹ́sìn àbọ̀wọ̀n tó níwèé yẹn Christian àti Jew kóun bá sọ kó máa kírun kó máa yẹn sàkà yìí tí ó bá gbọ́ kóun pa wọn dànù inú Quran 95 ibo làwọn ISIS àwọn bandits àwọn Boko Haram àwọn ISWAP ibo lọ ti wá rìn wọn tí wọ́n ń ṣe lọ́sìn nínú Quran 95 ibẹ̀ ni Allah àti Muhammadu ti sọ fún àwọn Muslim yìí pé tí oṣù ọ̀wọ̀ bá ti kọjá ẹ pa gbogbo àwọn tí wọ́n ṣẹ̀sìn Islam níbikíbi tẹ́ bá ti bá wọn ó ní ẹ lọ lúgọdè wọn ní gbogbo ibùba kẹ̀dẹ̀ gbá wọn mú tẹ́ bá ti mú wọn kẹ́ gé orí wọn kẹ́ pa wọn àwọn tẹ́ bá jú àánú wò tọ́lọ́run máa kírun tó ti ń kírun tó ti ń yan sàkà ó lọ́wọ́ yẹn kẹ́ gba owó ìtanràn lọ́wọ́ yẹn ransom owó tí wọ́n ń gbà lọ́wọ́ ìjọba ń sìn ṣẹ́gẹ̀t ó ní òun aláàmì aláforíjì aláàánú ṣáláàánú ló ń sọ̀rọ̀ báyẹn Quran 929 kílà láti Muhammadu tó sọ ó ní ẹ̀yin Muslim ẹ bá àwọn tí wọn gbàgbọ́ nínú Allah àti òun Muhammadu jà àti ọjọ́ kẹyìn nínú àwọn táwọn fún ìwé ìyẹn àwọn Christian àti Jew Allah ló tún sọ pé ó ní káwọn Muslim bá wọn jà ó ní kọ́ ẹni yẹ̀yẹ́ ní yẹpẹrẹ débi pé wọ́n máa gba owó tí wọ́n ń gbà ransom tí wọ́n gbà lọ́wọ́ ìjọba yìí so ẹ wo Boko Haram tó sọ pé ìwé ò dáa ṣàtìṣe ò dáa bọ̀ Kùránì ló dáa kọ́ wọn máa tẹ̀lé ọ̀rọ̀ Allah táwa ń sọ fún yín pé àfà àtàwọn Boko Haram àwọn ISIS Al-Qaeda bandit kò sí yàtọ̀ ṣé rí bọ̀wọ́n ẹlòmíràn pé àwọn bá Ìsìlámù jẹ́ ní kinní kan ẹ má yẹ kọ́ tàn yín o ṣé rí gbọ́n àwọn Boko Haram nǹkan tí Allah rán wọn ni wọ́n ń ṣe gbogbo Muslim dẹ̀ ní ọ̀daràn ẹ lọ mú ilé ìdájú Muslim tí o ti gbàbọ̀dẹ̀ fún ẹ ó yìí ń wú ẹni tí àwọn tòkè ọya wọn bá ti dé àwọn Fúlàní yẹn ẹ̀rí pọ́n lọ́wọ́ máa tọ́ka sẹ́yìn wọn tí wọ́n máa pa bí àpẹẹrẹ Olúwo gbé Sultan Sokoto wá sí Ìwó wọ́n gbé Gumi wá ìpàdé kí lọ́jọ́ ń ṣe Gumi dẹ̀ ní agbẹnusọ wọn ajínipa yìí tí wọ́n pààyàn lọ́tún tí wọ́n pààyàn lọ sí Rashidi Olúwo tí ò níṣẹ́ tí ò lábọ̀ òun náà fẹ́ di agbẹnusọ wọn Boko Haram nílẹ̀ Yorùbá sọ ẹ̀yìn èèyàn mi ẹ lọ múra o Islam kò sí fáwọn ọmọ Yorùbá ẹ̀sìn tó fi ń pààyàn tó ń dáyàn láàmú ni ìkan náà àwọn àfáà ló ti confam ẹ pé Boko Haram àwọn èèyàn dáadáa ni Islam agbọ́dọ̀ lè kúrò láwùjọ wa mo kẹ́yìn tèmi.
Summary wetin this man dey talk for this video for those of you who do not hear is that he quoted the part of the Quran that tells them, that instructs them to unalive the infidels, unalive the non-Muslims and all of that, the different portions of Quran that he quoted, right? He now said that the imams amongst them in Yoruba land are the ones that are working hand in hand with the terrorists. That if they tell you that oh, it's not true, that they are not practicing Islam, is a lie. They are just waiting for an opportune time to take advantage of you or to even take your life. So he's talking to his people, his Yoruba people, that you people should be careful. These people that you people are following, this religion is for unaliving people and for making life miserable for people. We don't want it in our land. right? We've told you, we've warned you people before that these imams work hand in hand with these bandits. They are all the same because those bandits are doing exactly what their Quran is telling them to do. That's the long and short of it. All right. Kenny, I see your comment there. Thank you very much. I understand. I know you're looking out for me, but I don't want to forget because the comments come and they move fast. I do not want to forget. I don't want anybody to leave the comment section dumb because they don't know anything. Once they see that somebody is talking, they just rush into the comment section because they have an agenda to push. I will not let it fly in my own comment section. There's some comments I will let slide. Though there are times that I don't even, I'm like, okay, whatever. Just make your urgent, because the time is coming for them to make urgent 2020K again. I have to feel sorry for those of them who are struggling and allow to drop their deluded comments. But when it has to do with hatred for a particular group of people that we've been seeing playing out in Nigeria, it is this nonchalancy. It is this, oh, don't say anything. That is what has caused the problem we are currently experiencing in Nigeria. That is why the problem looks like it is massive. It's gargantuan, right? That we cannot even, it's like a whale. Where do we start from? That's what everybody is saying right now, because things are getting worse by the day. Things are getting worse by the day. By the way, before I forget, on this topic, remember the 11 officials or personnel that were grounded in Burkina Faso, and your government came out and said, oh, they've been released, that they even Burkina Faso took care of them, served them cold hot meals and all of that. It's a lie, yo. It's a lie, yo. It's a lie, yo. Somebody sent a tweet to Rufai this morning. I saw it early this morning. The person sent a tweet and saying that they are still there. They've been held. Burkina Faso said they are not releasing until the government has not spoken to the Burkina Faso people until the government explains how they take branch on their way going to Portugal. I be where they say that they go. They enter Burkina. They want to understand. You know what I mean? So that's on that. Mike, I see you. Welcome. This to you. We couldn't hear.
Known as Drakaina. So we are here today to register our grievances concerning the things that happened in Lamurde local government, Lamurde of Adamawa State. It is very unfortunate that the military, who are supposed to protect the citizens, are actually the one killing the citizens. No matter what occurs, no matter what happens, there is nothing that justifies the military opening fire, opening arms on civilians to even start with, not to talk of women and children. There is nothing. There has to be doctrine of necessity, proportionality. What led to, there was nothing on site that would warrant the military to actually open fire on women. Now, the major problem we're even having is the military are denying it. Everybody, the people shot, the people that are still alive are testifying that the military actually shot them. The military concocted a story and posted on their social media platforms that nothing like that happened. However, eyewitnesses were there. We want the government to probe this. Who ordered for these guns to be shot? Exactly. We want this to be thoroughly investigated. Exactly. We want the bullets to be shot, to be checked. Who ordered the shots?
To understand what is happening in Nigeria, you must understand that there are some group of Islamic fundamentalists who find it as a taboo to allow a Christian to become the president of this country.
Are they here?
If we must understand the problem of Nigeria, we must first agree on that.
Let me start over again, because I said the ones people at the back did not hear. I need it to go to the back very well.
For you to understand what is happening in Nigeria, you must understand that there are some group of Islamic fundamentalists who find it as a taboo to allow a Christian to become the president of this country. If we must understand the problem of Nigeria, we must first agree on that there are some Muslim fundamentalists who believe that it is a taboo for a Christian to become the president of this republic. We must first establish that. Then the second establishment that we need to establish is that there are some group of Yorubas who believe that an Igbo man, in fact, they are so obsessed with their hatred for the Igbos to the
Solonos! I hope you are hearing in the background.
This country rather become impoverished. We must establish these two facts.
Bam!
For us to attempt to find a solution to it. Now, let's come to the first establishment. You must understand the type of hate that is being preached to the Muslims in the North. I've grown up in the North now. I'm 58 years old, and I spent all those time living in the North. They don't hide it. It's not hidden. It's taught in blazing loudspeakers that you must hate non-believers, kafiris, arnis, unbelievers, infidels. It's there. I'll give you a story. Way back after my youth service, I was in Kaduna, a place called Kurumimashi. In the evening, somewhere around 7, between 7 and 7:30, a church were just singing and praising God and walking on the road. An imam with his almajiris motivated the children to pick stones, and they were hurling stones at the crowd.
Bam!
Meanwhile, he was somewhere engineering the children. Now, it is not the imam that is my problem. It is the children who have been taught from an early age that you must hate Christians. All those children you see with a slate reciting the Quran, the first thing they are taught is to hate Christians. All those who are reciting, hate. They even flog it to them. They flog in. Imagine a boy of 3, 4, 5 years. So with the foundation of hate sown in him. Now, these are ready recruits for terrorists. Now, some of these boys that have been trained to hate, they've grown into politicians that wear fine, clean babariga.
Bam!
Trust me, some of them in your Senate, some of them as governors, when the chiefs are down, the type of hatred they have for Christians is not different from the one the Almajiris on the street have. I was looking for jobs sometime in Kaduna. I went to, DITV? And I was there waiting. When the director came, a Muslim man, the moment he saw me, the fact that he just saw me, he said, why did you allow this infidel to enter this place? Tell him to get out. You could see the hatred. It's visible. It's visible. When we are talking about Christian genocide today, and people are trying to take out the word genocide from the equation, it's a deliberate effort to downplay the severity of the vulnerability of Christians in Nigeria so that their actions can be perpetuated. And I feel so bad. The other establishment I talked about is the set of Yorubas that have nurtured this hatred for Igbos. It was evident during the Tinubu campaign, very evident. And guess what? Those who are pretending to protect Lagos are themselves not citizens of Lagos.
Of course.
They too ourselves are settlers. The true indigenous of Lagos don't play this entitlement mentality of owning Lagos more than anybody. I've seen some people. I have a friend, well-polished man, is a Yoruba guy, dresses very fine, drives a good car, have a good business establishment, but
highly educated.
It becomes so irritating.
Highly educated,
all the staff working in this place are Yorubas. If one staff leaves and he wants to replace it,
Yoruba. Bam.
And I told him, if you, an educated man that is studying for his PhD, cannot reason beyond this tribal proclivity, this tribal enslavement, this tribal confinement. Then what do you talk about the vulcanizer, the carpenter, the mechanic? There's a dire situation on our hands.
Yeah.
And we must find a way to ameliorate it. And it starts with the mind. It starts with the mind. Like I said, we are yet to build Nigerians. We have not built Nigerians yet. The only time I see Nigeria in Nigerians is when we are playing a football match, like yesterday's match where we played Gabon. Everybody, whether you're a Muslim, whether you're a Christian, whether you're a Yoruba man, whether you're a Hausa man, Igbo man, everybody was praying that Nigeria wins that game. Now that's the Nigeria that is supposed to be you talking. Have you seen a Hausa man while watching the Nigerian man say, Kai, wana arne yasha kwallo Kai, kaga arne na yasha kwallo, that's Kai. This infidel has scored goal. That means even in the excitement, they still cling on to this.
Hey, God, I beg you. Hey!
And guess what? The very people that are catalyzing this mayhem and menace in this country are the ones to first shout the unity of Nigeria is sacrosanct and Nigeria cannot.
Exactly. Oh!
It's rather unfortunate.
Mm.
So we have two very big problems in our hands. And guess what? Our current administrators, Tinubu and Shetima, epitomizes this very establishment.
Bam!
Religion and tribalism. Religion and tribalism. God, I've never seen the worst side of tribalism like I've seen in this Tinubu regime.
I'm telling you.
I can tell you that 90% of Yorubas supporting Tinubu are doing so based on tribalism, not
purely
on the basis of conviction that Tinubu is actually savaging this country.
Purely.
As far as America coming to savage Christians, America will not utter a statement without first establishing the facts. They are not like us. They have done their work, gathered a lot of evidence and intelligence before striking. If we truly want to have a Nigeria that works, we must have leaders that are Nigerians, not champions of their tribal enclaves. So if you are a Southerner, particularly from the Middle Belt, Southeast and South, and some Christian Yorubas, and you think the Islamic extremists that have somehow, have a stranglehold on this country, think about you, then you must rewind the coil that operates your brain. The Fulani terrorists, the Fulani hegemony does not even care about the religion. To them, it's just a tool to create subservience.
Yep.
They don't care about Muhammad. It's about control and power. So you that are using a religion to hate others, that eventually gathers momentum for the Fulani dominance in Nigeria, you are the fool. It is time we all came together, gather our intelligence together and our loyalty to the success and viability of this country to pinpoint the evil among us and stop it. My name is Magnus Soraka. Please follow this page and share this post now.
Where is the lie in what this man said? Where is the lie? Everything he said is true. He nailed the issues correctly. Everything he said is true. My own is that Nigeria, we should divide. There's no need to pretend. The hatred is too much. It has hit levels that even me in my own lifetime, I've never seen. I've never ever seen. Come to find out that it is the same government that has been funding the unalivings of people, even in the East, and then pin it on the agitators. It's all been exposed. Guess who I think the commissioner of police, somebody can correct me if I'm wrong, of the tiger base that they've been talking about, that a lot of atrocities have been happening, a Yoruba man. Oh, acha-cha-cha. There's a nickname. There's somebody that they nickname in that same tiger base. The person is from I can't remember now whether it's from the north exactly. Most of these people that are carrying these things out, even in the east, they are your government. The information is out there. It's only the deaf, dumb, and blind, and those who want to lie to themselves. Now only them go come they run, they defend. That's all. Not only them, they do whataboutism. Meanwhile, the log, heavy log when they inside their eye, the timber, they know this here. The Fulanis are buying. They've even taken over Kwara State. They've taken over. They're trying to take over Kogi. They are moving into Oyo. Now, a Fulani man wants to run up for God for your state. Oh God, I beg. Allegedly, oh, allegedly. I know why I put allegedly. The information is out there, but for my space when I did manage, I put allegedly. So before you come here and run your narrative and propaganda, please go and update your information, because the truth is out for everybody to see. Did you hear? Only today I read somebody's tweet where the person said they were driving past which place in Lagos, so I don't know where, 3 trailer load of unalive bodies with heavy stench. When they drive, they don't know where they carry and go. They don't know where they carry and from in the same so-called Yoruba land. Hey! I beg you, all the lies have been exposed. People cannot lie again.
Good evening, my fellow Nigerians.
Everybody knows the truth now.
I see what EFCC are doing a good job for arresting former Attorney General, Labour Minister, that is Ngige, and Malami, and also Adi Sirika. It's a good one. Then with Timi Silva. What of Fashola? Fashola was the minister of 3 ministries. What does he do? Nothing. He was not called on. Fine is a good one. Tunde Ojo, the Minister of Interior, EFCC, you invite him, he refuses to come. Why you don't arrest him? You don't have any immunities. During Edu, the Minister of Humanitarian, whom sacked, the company of the Minister of Ojo is the one who do the contract. But he was not sacked. And he was invited by EFCC. Everybody, I have the paper. He refused to go. Why you don't go and arrest him? My friend, if you arresting people, arrest everybody. If I committed arresting, if Mr. F committed arresting, but don't be sentiment. Don't be sentiment say you're arresting people from the north and from the east, from the south, while nobody from the southwest. Does it mean all of them they are imam? Check what Fashola did that time. What does he do? Nothing. He give contract from here to Kaduna, you know, complete. Bid that to Ilorin to Lagos, 0. From Kalba to Kalina Ala to Taraba, 0. From Makwadi to Bokoma, 0. All the road you give is a fake. Nothing has been done. Investigate him also, if that is the case. But you cannot arrest people from another side and you leave another side. That is injustice. We like your job, but do your job perfectly. Perfectly. It's good. Anybody involved for Nigerian money, please arrest him. But don't be sentiment. Because today you failed to know the material. You did not, you want to invite him, he did not come. And nothing come out of it. Because he was brought by somebody. That is another one. Then another chapter is that good president have removed all the police from the BIP. Is a good one. But then Mr. President, your son also will not have BIP. They should remove the police and your wife. First lady is not elected, Mr. President. She is not elected. So hence she is not elected and you remove the protocol, fine. They should remove all the protocol by everybody. Let them use civil defense. We accept that. So that we will know actually you are doing the job, Your Excellency. Then, the other one is that retire Inspector General of Police. let him go home. Your Excellency. Retire custom controller general to go home. Civil defense, let him go home. Prison, go home. Immigration, go home. All those people have to retire. There's no way you serve your yes and do another person's service. I see some people from other organizations say they should extend tenure for Audi, the civil defense. On what? On what? No promotion, no good payment, no building, nothing. So why must he be retained? Retained where? Let him go back to and relax that Laminga where he come from. Let him go for welfare in Laminga. Thank you, Mr. President.
Una see say they don arrest Ngige. Abi una don see am. All the thieves when dey southwest, they never arrest one, including their Baba Blue. Hey, na here we dey. We are watching movie.
Supportive towards some Nigerian figures who have made statements seen as supportive towards terrorism. Ahmad Lawan, the former Senate president, stated that poverty in the country has forced people into banditry. He said the government should negotiate with them. Senator Alindum, who was once charged for links with Boko Haram, he once said, "We cannot kill all Boko Haram members. Many should be rehabilitated." Sheikh Gumi, an Islamic cleric who volunteers to negotiate with bandits, he claims that bandits are peaceful people and victims of negligence. He said the government should negotiate instead of fighting them. Bello Matawal, Minister of State for Defense, who has no military experience, he once said, "Not all bandits are criminals and they should be listened to." Issa Pantami, former Minister of Communications and Digital Economy, he once said, "Boko Haram are our Muslim brothers and they shouldn't be killed." Former President Muhammadu Buhari, back in 2001, at a seminar in Kaduna, Buhari said that he will continue to support the Sharia movement. Then the following year in 2002, Boko Haram appeared in Nigeria for the very first time, requesting for Sharia law all over the country.
Mark Oyedepo. This video that we played, nothing that this man said here that we do not now know, right? Everything has been exposed. But I just wanted to bring it for those in the back who pretend to be deaf and dumb so they can hear it again. Mark Oyedepo, so let anyone who is displeased go to hell. We were all here when Buhari ruled for 8 years with Fulani buying here and there. What happened? Nothing. Okay, shut up. Your grandfather, yourself, your father, and your family, right? Those are the people you are referring to as the words that you use there. Now, let me tell you something. Mark Oyedepo. So, you knew that was happening during Buhari's time. What did you people do? What did you do? You kept quiet. Why? Because your brother, your grandfather, right, is propped up to be president. So you kept quiet so that the unalivings, even in your own land, even with your own respected elders, they unalived his daughter. You people kept quiet. Why? Because you wanted the power, right? Nah, fine. You kept quiet. You became complacent to the evil that was happening during Buhari's time. Now your great-grandfather that will rule over you and your children and your children's children to 10,000 generations, right? Because their children will come and rule over yours as well, and the children that you have after that. Now came in. He came in. And guess what? You are also complacent again, because here you are. You are not even considering the lives of the people that have been affected. What your concern is that they should keep quiet and not talk, because you people were acted like buffoons during Buhari's time, kept quiet and allowed the evil to thrive. So you want other people to come and keep quiet so that your own great-grandfather, your God, his own sin will go unspoken of. Everybody will keep quiet. I am sure the sword is in your household already. I don't need to say more than that. The sword is in front of your door, behind your door, all around you and your family. It will happen. And guess what? When it happens to you, somebody will come and type in somebody's comment section and tell the person and tell you to shut up, fool. That's what they're going to say. All right? Because you people think you are the only ones that have madness. That's what you people think. Now go they teach na only una na you get madness.
All right, thank you, sir. So we discovered yesterday that Facebook had taken down your Facebook account. A lot of people are talking about it online right now. Can you confirm it and tell us basically what you know of it?
In fact, it was the day before yesterday that I discovered that my Facebook had been hacked. Or this, I don't say, is the Facebook, the message came that they have suspended me, that they will never have anything, I will not be access to it for 178 hours. I don't know what they mean. But I don't know what
What's 178
I
hours?
know I've been targeted
Targeted
by the war. And that's why they blocked. I saw this, they did the same thing to Trump. When Trump was contesting, they blocked everything about him. In order to shut down people talking to him, people seeing his activities. He has to move on to Twitter, and I did the same thing. I'm now on Twitter. If you want to find me on Twitter. And with this website that I'm opening, you're about to open it for me. But Facebook has blocked all my accounts. Why did they do that? I don't know. But best known to me, the world doesn't want the truth. And I presented the truth in Facebook. And all the people that are of darkness will always complain to Facebook that this man, we don't like him. Even the occultic will say we don't want this Facebook account. Even the secret society members. Government can also do it. Other people of different religion will not want my Facebook to be before them in their handset. They may have complained to Facebook company. It's all about the gospel. It's all about the truth. To present the truth is all about it. And the world doesn't like the truth, doesn't love the truth. Because Jesus says, I'm the way, not a way. Jesus is not a way to God. It's the way. When you miss Jesus, you miss everything. Jesus is the life that will breathe. Any person that rejects Jesus rejects life. Jesus is the truth. Anytime you say light, you are denying Jesus. But anytime you say the truth, you are confessing Jesus. You are releasing Jesus into the world. So the truth is about the genocide that took place in Nigeria. The occultic members, the satanic members, people of different religions that don't like Christianity, they have ganged up to eliminate completely my Facebook from social media. Imagine somebody with charms watching my program as I'm talking to you now. The charms will be broken. It will be powerless. That is where many people are reporting this account. Because I don't fit to the world. I don't supply what the world wants to hear. They create rules to block me out. In Facebook, there's no room for freedom of speech anymore. But I will continue to say the truth. It is God's time. That's why when God blocked me from,
Okay, thank you very
allowed
much,
them to
Michael.
block me from Facebook. Today, I'm on Twitter. You can meet me there. TikTok, you will meet me there.
Okay. I follow him on Twitter already, actually.
A website. The truth cannot be stopped.
That's right.
The truth is everything to humanity.
Yep.
It saves lives. It preserves life. It promotes life. Exalts life. The truth. Are you among those that don't want the truth?
Ask.
Check your character. It's controlled.
Many Nigerians don't want the truth too.
Of principalities and rulers of darkness. You are not part of them. And you will never be part of them. Even when you are part of them, by the power of Jesus, I snatch you out of that darkness. You don't belong to that place. You have been suffering alone. You have been under pain. That is why, follow me on Twitter. Those of you that you are following me, follow me on Twitter. Follow me on TikTok. Follow me on website. The media team is formed already. They'll be working 24 hours. By God's grace, if you have a problem, just talk to them. They will connect me to you by the power of Jesus Christ.
I just make I bring that one. Come here. Mona here that show mobile ourselves. My people, these are the things that are happening right now. The tax thing is trending in Nigeria. People are talking. Some people are in their corners talking about coming out to protest. I don't know how that is going to work for Nigerians. If Nigerians have not protested when it mattered most, I don't know whether they're going to bother protesting, even during this time where the French people have taken your data where every other person they reject. It reached Tinubu time. He reach grandfather to wetin they call am Mark Oyedepo. The carry Nigeria, the full Nigeria data give French people. Those ones are happy. Hey, they don't see mugu. They don't see mugu. So now here, now I go leave this one today. Me not plan to come out today, but you get some videos. You guys, you go take touch you. You go say no. You gotta bring it here. Matter of fact, wait a minute. I think there's one more. Okay, listen to this.
Earlier this year to warn of the imminent threat that Islam poses to our great country. Unfortunately, that threat turned into reality just a few weeks ago when a deranged jihadist shot 2 of our National Guardsmen just steps from the White House. Just before Thanksgiving, Specialist Sarah Backstrom and Staff Sergeant Andrew Wolf were on patrol near the White House when they were attacked by a Biden-imported Afghan Islamist. A 29-year-old jihadist radically, viciously attacked them, killing Specialist Backstrom and leaving Staff Sergeant Wolf in critical condition. He's still fighting for his life today. Our prayers go out to him and his family. So let's make it very clear. The Afghan terrorist attacked these 2 soldiers because that is what Islam teaches. The Quran says to kill all infidels. That means all people who don't believe in Islam. So let's not mince words about this. Islamists want every single American, and especially Christians, Americans, they want them dead. In 2021, Joe Biden orchestrated the botched Afghan withdrawal, which was one of the most embarrassing days in our country's history. 13 American soldiers lost their lives as a direct result of the Biden's disastrous, misinformed leadership. Not to mention, he empowered the Taliban, who came crawling out of the hills to back control of Afghanistan. To make matters worse, Joe Biden then allowed more than 190,000, repeat that, 190,000 unvetted Afghans into this country, no questions asked. So, not to mention the more than $7 billion in equipment that was left behind for the Taliban. which is, by the way, is now showing up all over the world after it's been sold. These potential terrorists are now living amongst us, residing in our neighborhoods, going to our kids' schools, and mooching off our taxpayers' benefits. That withdrawal was an embarrassment and a stain on our country. The 29-year-old deranged terrorist who shot 2 National Guardsmen in D.C. was working with the CIA in Afghanistan and was part of an elite unit that was supposed to be helping fight our nation's enemies. Clearly, this person was deranged and should never have been allowed to work with our intelligence agencies or to come to the U.S., where he viciously attacked 2 American guardsmen. While chanting Allahu Akbar, make no mistake, this is part of the deep state's globalist agenda that aims to destroy this country through mass Islamic migration. Where's the outrage from the people in this chamber? I hadn't heard it. If we don't do something to stop this Islamic takeover of our country, we will soon be the caliphate of America. If the previous administration prioritized protecting American citizens instead of inviting terrorists to our country, Sarah Backstrom may still be alive today. Thanks to President Trump, a travel ban has been placed on Afghans along with people from 18 other third world countries, including Somalia. And I've got a message to the immigrants from these Islamist countries. If you hate this country, refuse to go by our laws, and chant death to America, it's time to go home. There's a lot of good people that come from Middle Eastern countries and go by our laws and assimilate with our culture. But if you come here otherwise, it's time to go home. The Trump administration is also prioritizing the deportation of Afghans who are already here illegally. You know, I'm 100% behind President Trump's effort to rid of all the Islamists who hate our country, as I just previously said. Take advantage of the system when you come here. Don't defraud our government. Don't come here to try to destroy us. Assimilate with the Americans in this country to make our country better. We should be welcoming immigrants who are willing to assimilate with our culture and to contribute to our society. That's what we want. Being in this country is a privilege, not a right. If you're an immigrant coming to this country, you need to leave your old way of life and the traditions behind and come here and work with us. Unfortunately, many of the Islamists who are here are not doing that. They're doing whatever they can to turn our country into the third world hellhole that they came from. We are different. We're a great country, not a third world country. These foreigners don't understand what this country stands for. This country owes you nothing but an opportunity to succeed. It doesn't owe you a handout. Islamist immigrants come to this country with a sense of entitlement. And that's what this country is not about. We'll give you a hand, but not everything. They believe the American people owe them something, and we don't owe anybody anything. They take advantage of our system. If this is your attitude, we don't want you here. We want you to help this country become better. The Somali population in Minnesota, as we've been watching on the news for the last few days, is an example of a group that thinks they're entitled to take anything they want from the American people and force Americans to bow to their will. Somali immigrants in Minnesota were recently caught stealing more than $1 billion and counting from American taxpayers. Stealing. They pretended to be using the money to feed children or help people with autism, but really they were stealing. They were stealing the money and sending it to terrorists in Somalia, all proven. This is pure evil, and it's straight from the pit of hell. Terrorists are driving around in Toyota Land Cruisers in Somalia, bought and paid for by the American taxpayers. Fox News recently reported that members of Minnesota's Democratic Representative Ilhan Omar's inner circle, people working for her, were personally profiting from this fraud. Omar held at least one event at one of the restaurants named in the massive fraud scheme. And by the way, one Congresswoman, Omar staffers, has already been convicted for his role in the fraud. It runs very deep. All of this is taking place inside of Omar's congressional district, and she's doing everything she can to defend these Somalia criminals. These people were empowered by woke and clueless so-called Governor Tim Walz, whose government handed the funds to these Somalia criminals, turned a blind eye. For example, one of the scams run by the Somalia nonprofit disguised itself as a housing assistance program. Sounds great. The initial budget for this program was $2.6 million. However, the annual budget quickly increased to over $100 million due to fake billing and fraud. And whose money is that? The American taxpayers. There were red flags all over the place. Tim Walz had every opportunity to see this, investigate, and stop this fraud and corruption. Instead, he looked the other way. That makes him complicit. He should go to jail for this. Anybody else would. And now he's trying to deflect by calling those who are angry about the Somalian fraud racist. Sure they do. That's the word they always use. This has nothing to do with racism. Somalia immigrants stole more than $1 billion and counting from the American taxpayers. Again, proven. That should make every single American's blood boil. Democrats invite terrorists from all over the world into this country. They let them steal our benefits, enjoy our schools, overrun our hospitals, vote in our elections, and then steal our tax dollars to send back to their home countries to fund terrorism. By the way, I've seen all of these woke Democrats like Omar calling Somalia a wonderful place. If it's such a wonderful place, why doesn't she move back? If Somalia is all that, why is the terrorist group Al-Shabaab murdering Somalian civilians by the masses? And why is the capital of Somalia considered to be one of the most dangerous capitals in the world due to frequent terrorist bombings, targeting killings, and ambushes? That sounds like a place no one would ever want to visit or live. Predictably, Somalians often flee their country, and woke Democrats welcome these often unvetted individuals with open arms to the United States through illegal programs. But they make no attempt to adapt to the way in our American lives. Instead, they try to turn whatever American city they are hiding out in into Somalia 2.0. Thankfully, the Trump administration is working around the clock to reverse the evil open borders agenda that was allowed to thrive under Joe Biden's administration. Look, despite what the woke media will tell you, President Trump is not anti-immigration. President Trump is incentivizing and welcoming immigrants into the country who are going to come here to contribute and assimilate and love our country like we do. That's what we're all about. And if that is not you, if they don't want to do that, again, we don't want you here. The Trump administration has worked tirelessly this year to arrest and deport millions of illegals brought into the country by the Biden administration. Patriotic Americans are thankful for the work with DHS and ICE of what they're doing to clean up our streets. If we don't take this threat seriously, more terrorist attacks will take place. More stories of third world Islamists defrauding our country and using tax dollars to fund terrorism against the United States will become commonplace. DNI, Tulsi Gabbard, released a report not long ago about the imminent threat of terrorism that is facing our country. It's here. The recent terrorist attack in D.C. may just be the beginning of Islamic plans to destroy this country. The 29-year-old psychopath who did this should be hung in the streets. We need to send a message to every terrorist hiding out in this country just waiting to attack. We're not going to put up with this nonsense. You will be punished to the fullest extent of the law if you commit violence against American citizens. It's time to wake up, and it's time for all Americans to speak up. This is not a Democrat or Republican issue. This is an American issue. That's why I raised hell when I heard the Islam Academy of Alabama was looking to build a bigger campus in Hoover, Alabama just last week. You know, I looked at their website. They openly admit that they teach the Quran. The Quran teaches that it is righteous to kill anyone who is not a Muslim. Think about that. The media is calling me a racist for calling this out. Radical Islam isn't a race. It is a political ideology, and it is a cult. So no, I'm not a racist, and people back in Alabama agree with me. I was proud to see hundreds of Alabamians show up to protest at the zoning meeting where the building proposal was being considered. I was asked about it, and I said the only place this Islamic Academy should be moving is out of Alabama and out of our country. We don't want that talk. Come here and assimilate with our laws. Go by our laws, nobody else's. As a result, this Islamic school withdrew their proposal. This is an example of what's going to take to defeat this poisonous ideology. This is an example of what we do not want to deal with. It's going to take all of us, red-blooded Americans, coming together and saying enough is enough. Europe has lost the war of immigration. It is no longer recognized in a lot of the countries in Europe. Mass immigration by Islamists has ruined their way of life. They turned a blind eye, like we are at the moment, and are going to have to fight in the streets to get their countries back. It's coming. And that is exactly what's going to happen in this country in a few short years if we don't act now to save our country and our way of life. I achieved the greatest honor of my life this year, receiving the title of grandfather to Rosie Grace, my first granddaughter. And I want her to grow up in the same America that I had the opportunity and privilege to grow up in. If we don't stand up now, our grandchildren's future is going to be lost forever. We have to draw the line in the sand. You're either an American who loves this country or you're not. It is the job of the DOJ, the DHS, the FBI to arrest these people, these terrorists, these radical terrorists, and either put them in jail or send them home. Now's the time. We do not need to let the clock run out on us. Let's do not be Europe. Next year may be too late. Mr. President, I yield the floor.
When I hear how person say they talk futuristically for the sake of the children and the grandchildren and those yet unborn, you see as they talk. Please name any of your representatives when they do the same thing. You see how much care. You see from the voice, you see as it sound, the care that they prioritize their own people. You see how many of your leaders are doing the same? They are selling you out one after the other. They don't care. They do not care. You see how they are fighting? If you see the hell they are raising here, just because of the few people, some of these people, when they want to turn this country into another thing, if you see the way they are, I just say make I bring this video, make una see. because Nigerians don't know what functional societies look like and how people represent their people. They've never seen it before. Some people even come into this comment section and type ignorant things. They've never had any decent, they have not lived a decent life in Nigeria before. You know? So, one more video and that's it. I don't to take pass as I say I go take. Listen. Okay, so this is a throwback. This is Mama Gaddafi that he exposed the Palestinian lie in front of the Arab League. This was in 2008. Okay, I just wanted to throw that in. But anyway, guys, this is where we end it. Thank you very much for joining me. Happy Saturday once again. I'll see you guys on my next one. Bye.